Welcome to Neurology News Network. I'm Marco Meglio. Let's get into the news from this week. GW Pharmaceuticals announced that it has submitted a supplemental new drug application for its cannabidiol oral solution to expand its indication to include seizures associated with tuberous sclerosis complex. The therapy was originally approved for the treatment of seizures associated with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome and Dravet syndrome for patients aged 2 and older in 2018. It was rescheduled by the DEA to Schedule 5 in September of that year. Those who took CBD were more likely to experience a greater than 50% reduction in seizures, observed in at least 36% of the 25 milligram group and 40% of the 50 milligram group, compared to 22% for just placebo. Caregivers reported an overall improvement in 69% of those taking at least 25 milligrams of CBD, 62% of those taking 50 milligrams, and 40% of those who received the placebo. An interim analysis of data from the STRIDE registry showed that boys with nonsense mutation Duchenne muscular dystrophy who received Adelorn and standard of care preserved the ability to walk for years longer compared to those with standard of care alone. Those treated with Adelorn as part of the STRIDE registry were able to walk independently for an additional 3.5 years, compared with a propensity score matched cohort from the CINRG DNHS. Investigators noted a median loss of ambulation was 14.5 years in the STRIDE registry, compared to 11 years in the CINRG DNHS, respectively. The final data from the STRIDE registry are expected to come in 2025. Eli Lilly has announced that lasmiditan, an oral medication approved for the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura, is now available for prescription and will be available in pharmacies in the U.S. in the next few days. Lasmiditan, which is the first molecule in the Dieten drug class to be approved, is a non-opioid, non-narcotic Schedule 5 medication that can be prescribed to patients in 50, 100, and 200 milligram doses. The product will be available in 50 milligram and 100 milligram tablets. In October of 2019, the FDA approved lasmiditan for the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura in adults. The approval was based off results from the Samurai and Spartan Phase 3 trials, in which lasmiditan demonstrated a high rate of pain freedom in patients with migraine, as well as relief in the most bothersome symptoms. For more direct access to expert insight, head to neurologylive.com. This has been Neurology News Network. Thanks for watching.